body contains around 5 million hair follicles. Everyone in this room shaves, and many of you continue to shave on a regular basis. As a woman in today's society, I've been shaving since I was around 13. People have been shaving as far back as 30,000 BC. The razor and many other methods of shaving can be traced very far back in our human history. The practice of removing body hair has occurred all throughout human history. Andrew Tartanola's 2014 article in Nick and Time stated that early humans are believed to have begun pulling out their hairs about 100,000 years ago. Hair removal can be traced back to the Stone Age, where humans had to shave for survival. In the Ice Age, having facial hair was actually quite dangerous, since when your hair became wet, the cold would go under the hair and you could get frostbite and die. To avoid getting frostbite, our early ancestors used seashells like tweezers and removed their hair that way. Around 60,000 years later, plucking then advanced to shaving. The first people shaved using flakes of obsidian and clamshell shards. As the years went on, shaving and methods of shaving continued to advance. As you can see, they're taking a clamshell. That's people in the Ice Age. Okay, so the first razors were discovered in ancient Egypt by archaeologists when they found circular bronze razors and hat-shaped blades.
I'm so sorry. Pause. We're gonna pick up right where you left off when I figure out what is happening.
That's actually good for me.
Hello.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, ew.
Guys, there's nobody there, and weird stuff has been happening in this. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we're gonna take a collective 1, 2, 3 deep breath, and now we're going to
Great, now
consider
I
that
can
one
think about the
person.
scary movie.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Let's recollect and recenter. My apologies.
No, I like that.
Nothing to do with
I like
you.
that. It's okay.
So go ahead and just pick up where you left off, and I will fully take that into consideration.
Okay. So like I was saying, the first razors were discovered in ancient Egypt by archaeologists when they found circular bronze-shaped razors and hat-shaped blades. Brett and Kate McKay stated in their 2012 article that in the early years of Egyptian civilization, men grew out their beards along with the hair on their heads. Kings would braid their beards and even dust them with gold powder. They continued to grow out their facial and head hair until the dynastic period, where hair started to be seen as showing a human's animalistic tendencies. The Egyptians wanted to be seen as the superior people, so they wanted to remove all their hair. They began by removing their body hair, their facial hair, and even the hair on their heads. Priests would even remove their eyebrows and their eyelashes. They not only removed their hair for their social class and for the look, they also removed it for their health. Long hair can host many pests such as lice, and back in the day there was no good medicine and hardly any soap, so actually having hair was really dirty. And Andrew Tartanola stated in his 2014 article that going bald was actually a much safer and more hygienic alternative. According to Charles Darwin's Descent of Man book, being hairless was also seen as being more sexually attractive as well. From Charles Darwin's book, Descent of Man, the talk of hair removal made its way into the fashion industry. According to the Women's Museum of California, Harper's Bazaar was the first of the women's magazines to run hair removal advertisements in a campaign that debuted in 1914. As hemlines rose, women were more and more encouraged by Gillette ads in society to remove the hair from their legs. In 2017, the Museum of California stated that fashions of the 1940s coupled with World War II meant that women were more likely to shave their legs. With World War II, there was also a shortage of nylon, which meant women could not wear stockings every day like they were used to, so they were kind of forced to also shave their legs. By 1964, 98% of women shaved their legs routinely. As more and more men and women begin shaving on a regular basis, the more of a norm that active shaving became. The practice of hair removal has occurred all throughout human history, which led to the invention of the razor. Hair removal is now consistent in today's magazine and fashion industry. Shaving started as far back as 30,000 BC as a survival technique for our ancestors, yet is now a societal norm that many of us follow day to day.
Good job.